Alright gamers, today I'm going to show you a simple and quick 3-part warm-up in Counter-Strike that will make you a better teammate, even if you're like me and with half your shots. And best of all, this warm-up does not require any special tools or services like Refrag, although they're great, which means this is 100% free. So be sure to steal it, use it, and soon enough, you will be the king of all the noobs. Alright, starting off with part 1, we have Aim Labs. This is a free game, if you can call it that, but it is available on Steam, and what I like is how it tracks your basic stats, so you can see if your aim is actually improving. You can pay for it and get all the premium stuff, but I don't feel like you need it. With that said, it does have like a million different settings, options, mini games, which can be quite daunting to go through. I've gone through a lot of them. Some of them are useful, some of them are not. So what I've done for you guys is I've handpicked a list of mini games that I feel work the best for CS2, and I've put them in order for you. Alright, starting off, I like to start off with angle hold. The goal here isn't 100% accuracy, it is reaction time and anticipating where the enemy is going to peek from. Now, the cool thing about this, it does alternate between left and right, so you know the direction they're going to be coming from, but there are 3 different distances from where you're going to be peeked. So I just like to keep my crosshair in the middle. If they peek from the middle, it's a nice, easy, quick shot. If it's far away, obviously makes it harder. And then the close quarter ones, funny enough, I'm actually terrible at the close quarter ones. My mouse freaks out. I throw my shit all over the place, but that's just me. You can play it however you like. Once again, if you want to go for accuracy, go for it. But I found, just like in Counter-Strike, you have a ton of bullets, so you have plenty of options to get that headshot and get the kill. As long as your crosshair is on the money, which is on the body, you're good to go. Obviously, headshots are better. Alright, and then the next one we have is the wall peek standard. I like this one because it requires movement and reaction time. Again, I'm not going for 100% accuracy, as you can tell with my shitty aim. However, what I am looking for is as soon as I peek the wall, can I spot where the enemy is and throw my crosshair to him? You will get better as you do this, and of course, wall peeking is one of the staples in Counter-Strike. The faster you are, the faster you're going to get the kill, the faster you win more games. So reaction times are key. Here I'm just chilling out. I usually get faster the more I play, but you do you. And after wall peek, I like playing Spidershot Ultimate. This is another great reaction time minigame, but specifically I enjoy it as it improves your ability to get multiple kills. Again, the targets show up center always, but then after that, all bets are off. You can either go left, right, up, down, wherever it shows up. Size will change as well. As you can tell, some targets are bigger, some targets are smaller. So the randomization really helps with locking onto enemies. This will also improve your op skills if you are a sniper, whether you like to use op or scout, doesn't really matter, but it does help that I found. And as you can see, a lot of these game modes are specifically set up to improve accuracy and reaction time for pistols, which is key in Counter-Strike 2. If you're a CSGO player like me, pistol rounds weren't as important, but now with MR12, or MI13, I don't know, whatever you call it, you have less rounds, which means both pistol rounds are hugely important, so that's why I put more emphasis on it. And moving down the list, the next one is Multi-Shot Ultimate. At this point, you can call it quits and move on to part 2 of this warm-up, but for the sake of completeness, I'm going to obviously show you everything. The theme with my aim lab setup is it starts with simple movements, then as we move down the list, it's about speed and aim. As you can tell, this is what this one's all about, just pure aiming and being as precise as possible and getting as many targets as possible. As you can tell, I'm kind of struggling, but that's okay, that's what we do. You guys will improve the more you do it. The first time I tried this one, I was absolute trash. I'm still kind of trash, but less so. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Okay, and once your aim is crisp and precise, we need to add some target tracking to the mix, and that's where Motion Shot Ultimate will become your best friend. That's because 90% of the time, your target will not be stationary. If you have ever experienced a full-blown Ferrari peek, which has become a staple in this game, or you have whiffed your shots because some idiot just spams AD, then you better get decent at this minigame. This one minigame has improved my kill ratio just because I never used to bother tracking if they weren't stationary or close to it. I could not get the kill. So, as you can tell, I'm still kind of trash at it, but that's okay. That's why we practice. Yeah, add this to your library of practice drills and you will improve, guaranteed. And to end off our list of drills slash minigames, we have Grid Shot Ultimate. Now, this one may seem a little bit redundant, especially considering we have done all the other ones before, like, Spidershot, Motion Shot, but that's okay. Because for me, this minigame serves one sole purpose, and that is boosting confidence. Listen, when you believe in your aim, you will hit way more shots even if your actual skill level never improves. Don't ask me why or how this works, just trust me, after 4K hours in this damn game, half of them being in Deathmatch by the way, I still know that this statement is true. And so that's what Grid Shot is all about. It's easy, it's fast, it's highly rewarding, highly addicting. It is the instant, digital, dopamine high that you need right before your competitive match. So get at it. Alright, so after some aim labs, next thing is to practice your utilities. So usually you just go play, you just go practice, casual, pick the map, make sure these settings are selected. Currently I'm grinding Ancient, so that's the one I'm going to go on. Let's go. Now, when it comes to the utility warm-up, the one thing I want to emphasize is don't make it so fucking complicated. Unless you're trying to go pro, there is no need to look up and go through 50 different nade lineups that you find on YouTube, because chances are when the pressure's on, you will most likely forget most of that crap anyways, and it won't matter. So instead, just practice 2 to 3 smokes and flashes from both the CT and the T side of the map you're about to play, or think you'll be playing, for example, if you're doing something like Face It. Now, would it be nice to have everything memorized? Of course. Is it necessary? Not if you're swimming in the lower to mid-tier ranks like I am. In fact, back in the old, I say old, which is not really that old, but in the CSGO days, I was able to get to LEM with just raw aim combined with basic flashes and smokes, because all I needed was to get that split-second advantage that allows me to delete people's faces from their bodies. With all that said, I do want to give you a cool little trick that not a lot of people know. You do if you practice this a lot or you've been around the block, but if you're new to CS2 or you're noob like me, there is a great tip that you can practice your flashes with. So what you want to do is turn on something called SV cheats 1. It's a command. You do this by pulling out your console, typing SV_cheats1, and then from there you type in SV_rethrow. The command will pop up on the video. It's a rethrow grenade. And basically what it does is it rethrows the last grenade that you threw, likely a flash. It could be a smoke too, but I usually use it for flashes to see, hey, if I'm standing here, am I going to get blinded or is the enemy going to get blinded? Really, really useful to let you know whether your flashes are actually going to work or it's going to waste a lot of time. And then finally, we have the good old Deathmatch. Now, most people simply join a server, buy an AK, and go on their merry way. This is fine, but my goal is to have some carryover into the game I'm actually about to play. So, what I like to do instead is spend about 5 minutes with a weapon I plan on using the most. As someone who hoards the op every chance I get, my warm-up usually consists of battle sniping, running around going crazy, a little bit of deagle work, one CT weapon, which is usually the M4A1S at this point in time until they do some balancing work and then for whatever reason make the A4 great again. And most importantly, I make sure I do some AK tap work. Now, this means no huge sprays. Why? Well, let me explain. Spray control in CS is a lot like fighting and sex. And by that, I mean every guy thinks he's amazing at it, but in reality, they are well below average at best. So instead, treat the AK-47 like the deagle in warm-up, so that when you do happen to spray in-game, your first shot accuracy will give you a slight advantage. And that's usually all you need. And finally, don't forget to jump on the full screen Crosshair bandwagon. That's right. What you see is what I actually play with. No joke, no troll. I just love this Crosshair because I just got used to it. So if you want to copy mine, it's listed in the description below. Don't worry, I won't judge. In fact, it may just help you get more kills. So, that's all I have for you now. Hopefully, your warm-ups will now help you actually win some goddamn games. And by the way, if you found this video useful, entertaining, stupid, or some combination of all the above, be sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel. I'm also down to queue with anyone who wants to play. You don't have to be good, as long as you value some teamwork and you try your best, we can hit it up. Alright, that's all I have for you now. Take care, peace, have fun.